Hello, how are you? It's Jeannie, and I hope you are all doing well. Today's video is going to be a quiet, blah blah blah, soft-spoken recap of our recent trip to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta to be specific. And I showed you guys a few pictures from our trip on Instagram, but I thought I'd go through and kind of show you, kind of like my England trip. Although we did more in England than we did in Mexico in terms of, exploring and whatnot. Now, for those of you who are new here, I speak in a very soft-spoken manner, and that is what my channel is about. So, don't go off on, why are you whispering, or why are you talking like that? It's what my channel does, and you can look at other videos and kind of see what that is. I hope you enjoy it and end up subscribing and finding it calming and relaxing and peaceful, because ultimately that's what I want for you all, for the world, for the entire planet, is peace, and I think you all agree with me. So anyway, that's why I talk like this. All right? Just a disclaimer right up front. So, we love Mexico. We've been going for a long, long time, sometimes once or twice a year. Once in a while, we'll skip a year, but it's easy for us to pop down there. It's not even a 2-hour flight, so it's, and it's typically 1 hour difference in time. Now, they did stop moving their clocks forward and back, so there is a time of the year where we're actually on the same time zone. So it's easy. So it's an easy trip for us. We've been to various places in Mexico: Cancun, Cabo, Cozumel, Tulum, Mexico City, and each of those places is unique unto itself. But we always seem to end up going back to Puerto Vallarta. There's just something about it, kind of like the old romantic coastal area. Now, in the decades we've been going, there's been a lot of changes, modernization, and that's okay. That's all well and good. That just comes. But there's still an element of old romantic Mexico. And we've fallen in love with the people there. We've met lots of friends there. So, we're just drawn to it. We're just drawn to it. So, I'm going to show you some of our photos, some of the things we did, some of the videos, and kind of share that with you. So I hope you enjoy this little travel log. I've got my laptop right here so I can kind of follow along the pictures. So here we are. Let's see. Let me get that. I'm going to need my glasses. Okay. So we got to Houston's airport and went straight to our gate.
You ready, Freddie?
Ready.
Okay. Let's go to Mexico.
It wasn't too crowded. We left on what was it? A Monday, I think? No, we left on a Friday. We got our seats. It's not worth doing first class because it's such a short trip. and then we get our transportation to our resort.
Here we are on the bus. Hello, Flo. And Michael. Hello. It's a big van for just the four of us.
Now, we were with two friends, Michael and Florian from Germany. Michael's wife, Petra, was supposed to join us, but their daughter had to have a cesarean section baby, and so Petra stayed with her to help care for her and the other kids. So we went with Michael and Florian. So those are the two guys you see throughout the video. And so the first thing we do is go out and meet our driver who takes us down to the Garza Blanca. That's where we love to stay in Puerto Vallarta, is the Garza Blanca. And here is our place. This time around we got a 1-bedroom. We've sometimes done a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom when we've had other family members with us. But we each had our own rooms, so we got a 1-bedroom this time. And so let me show it to you. So this is the kind of welcome, some sparkling and fruit and really nice. And so there's a cupboard, just if you're going to cook, you can put stuff in here. We've got a washer and dryer, which is why I only pack for like 4 or 5 days, because I can wash my clothes. So we've got a nice dining area, a nice big living room area, and here is the bedroom with beautiful views off our deck and balcony area. We would sit out here and have our morning coffee every morning. And so our first day there, we got unpacked and headed to the little restaurant there to have our first meal, a drink, a welcome drink, and a meal. And Zane had some kind of smoked whiskey thing, and this was the drink of the day that I had. And it was served in this thing that looked like one of those bladder bags you see in the hospital. And look at this view out the restaurant window. Just beautiful. This is the Bay of Banderas. And we got some guacamole, which they make right there at the table, and it is good. In the Garza Blanca, at the Garza Blanca, up on the hill, they've got this beautiful carousel that you could actually ride. It's got a beautiful plaza with lots of shops. But every morning, this is where we came and kind of plunked ourselves and started off with relaxing. I did a lot of dog paddling to get my exercise in. And this was our temperature for pretty much the entire time we were there, in the high 80s to low 90s. We saw a wedding on the beach. That was so neat. And we always have to go to Joe Jack's Fish Shack. We love this place. They've got great guacamole, and this time around I had to order the fish and chips, and this was the fish. I have to say it was not as good as it was in England. Just different, but comparatively, England wins in the fish and chip department. Now, we love going at the Halloween time because not only is it Halloween, but then it's Dia de los Muertos, or Dia de Muertos, and Day of the Dead. And we go down to the Malecon at night, and I'm going to show you some pictures here. And the kids go all out with their costumes. And they come up, once they identify that you have candy, they are on you like piranhas. And they, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween, or Halloween, Halloween. And they're just so cute. And so the whole Malecon area is getting ready for Halloween, but Day of the Dead. And so they've got Katrina dolls, and one of the largest in the world, and different altars that they set up to honor their families and loved ones who have passed away. And so this is what those dolls look like. And this was a beautiful sunset there on Puerto Vallarta from downtown. So this is the Katrina doll that they are getting ready to stack together and make it one of the tallest, if not the tallest, in the world. This is the head, just the head. Now look at the rest of the downtown area. It's not crowded like it's going to be very, very soon. This is going to be filled up with people. This is back up on the hill behind Garza Blanca, and we are eating at the Italian restaurant, and this is what it looks like inside there. And here we are enjoying another beautiful sunset, and up at the top of one of the buildings looking out over Puerto Vallarta. And here is some of the food that we had there at the Italian restaurant, and it was so delicious and so fresh. This is the lasagna. So good. these are the little coati. This is a little family we saw running across the driveway there. They are so cute. They look like a cross between a raccoon and a squirrel or anteater with those big long noses. They're so cute. The next day, we decided to go do the Rhythm of the Nights event, and it's on this place that you can only get to by boat. And so it is done through Vallarta Adventures, I believe. And so here we are, and we're down at the marina, and there's a great big Dutch ship, a cruise ship, that was in port. Our boat was just a small boat. The sunsets were absolutely spectacular. And we're headed for that area out on the left that you see. But look at these pictures of the sunset. The sky just lights up with fire. And so here we are pulling into the area in the jungle that they do Rhythm of the Nights. And the whole theme was the Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos. That's actually a guy dressed up, this owl. It was very almost Disney-like as we walked through this jungle. But the thing is, this was a real jungle on the edge of the shore right there. And it's the real deal. You are in the jungle. And here's the stage. And then after the show, and I don't want to show too much of that because it would give it away, we had a nice buffet dinner there. back on the boat, they had lots of music, and just people got up to dance and have such a fun time. And right now it's about 11 o'clock at night, and I'm really tired because it's way past my bedtime. But they did such a great job entertaining us on the boat ride home. We've made a lot of good friends in Puerto Vallarta, and I'm about to show you some of them. And we invited them up to dinner at Karuma, which is in the back, up in the jungle area, up the hill, they call it up the mountain, at the Garza Blanca there. And before we went to dinner, this is just walking around and looking at the beautiful views. Here are some of our dear friends from Puerto Vallarta, and we had such a splendid evening hanging out with them and eating delicious food. Okay, so it's Halloween and we're headed down to the Malecon. We're going to go to dinner first, but we saw some trick-or-treaters and decided to hand some of the candy out early. Look how cute these kids are.
Thank you.
Now we're at one of our favorite restaurants, La Palapa, and it's right on the beach and at sunset. Look at that. How cool is that? Some of the food we ordered: tortilla soup. This was a beet salad, a pear salad, some fish, salmon, and chicken. I love it when they have the roaming musicians coming up to play and sing. And yes, you tip them. That's how they make their money. And then, of course, before we left, we had to have an after-dinner drink. It was kind of a coffee drink, and it was really good. I only had a sip of Zane's. Michael and Zane had one, I didn't. Okay, so now we are off. We're headed down to the Malecon to hand out our candy. These are some of the altars. They did such a great job. And the church down there.
Extra for you. Come here, baby. That's for your extra little call.
Emiliano,
Did I give you one? You get more.
I have more. Thank you.
So the bag I have, by the way, is the laundry bag from the hotel because I didn't have an extra bag.
Oh, wait. No.
This is one of my favorite parts of being down there on Halloween. It's just handing out the candy, and we brought an entire carry-on suitcase full of candy.
Michael, is yours empty also? Empty. Okay. That's it.
So now we're just going to continue walking and enjoying the sights. Look at the crowds now. There was a little boy there who did not have a bag, and he was just using his shirt to collect the candy. And so I gave him my laundry bag from the hotel. He needed something to put all his candy in. There's the Katrina doll with her skirt blowing in the wind. Somebody was throwing candy from up above, and the kids were going absolutely bonkers. I joined them for a minute or two. And I love that there's music and dancing in the street, and people are just having such a fantastic time. It's just a lovely, lovely evening out. And going back to our room, this is how we found it every night. They came and they put little candies on our bed. The following day, we decided to go ziplining. So we took a cab to this area where the bus would pick us up. And so we had to wait probably about 25 minutes for the bus to come and get us. And we headed up, up, up into the jungle. Higher and higher. Well, the strain on the engine started making itself known, and it wasn't too long before the bus broke down and we had to walk the rest of the way. And that's not unusual. So, yeah, we made the best of it and got some good steps in. I think we walked about a mile.
I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it.
And here we are arriving at Los Veranos. Everybody was such a good sport about it. So we had to cross this river on a board that was set between two rocks. And then the swinging bridge. I was doing fine, and then Michael and Zane thought it would be funny to shake it and get me unbalanced. So here we are, geared up for our ziplining, and there are 19 zip lines through the canopy. And this is what it's like, zipping through the jungle, high above the trees. My hat fell off, but that's okay. I wasn't gonna fall.
Pretend having fun in canopy. Los veranos, it's okay. Yeah. Yeehaw.
And that, Mama?
Thanks for flying with Mexican Airlines.
Every now and then a cameraman will kind of hook on with you and film you as you're ziplining. That's how we got these shots.
I got it. Feet up. Thank you so much, senor. Good job.
Go!
Bend your knees, papi. Esa, look at me, paparín. ¡Hija! Esto es. Muy bien. I believe I can fly to fly.
Stand up, Michael.
Thanks for flying with Wedgie Airline.
These were a couple of the shorter zip lines. Some of them were very long. And then the last zip line is into the cafe/bar, and we had a mango margarita and some food, and of course met some new friends, a dog and a bird. There were people swimming in the river. Oh, I so wanted to join them. They have a pet sanctuary there with some beautiful exotic birds and monkeys and snakes. I was a little afraid this toucan might bite, but he didn't. He was quite sweet. And this is Britney Spears, the snake. She was sleeping.
The name is Barbie. Bobby. We're gonna hold Bobby.
Please, amigos. Come with me. Come with me. Guys, come here, please.
Come in there. Come on, Bobby. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, Bobby. Hello.
You didn't give us anything.
It's in here. He's licking the bottom.
Oh, you already put it in there.
Look at
Oh, it's got soft hands. Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh, I want one.
And here we are relaxing, having our breakfast. And spending a relaxing day by the pool. And my muscles needed it after that. Ziplining. I'm not used to that kind of a workout. Florian and Michael took out a kayak out into the bay and spent a lovely time out there paddling around. I would have done this, but my arms were too sore from the zip line. And here's another beautiful sunset. With me being a goober in the background. We went out to another favorite restaurant called Casa Tradicional. So good. If you're in Puerto Vallarta, go to Casa Tradicional. So good. Zane and I shared the fajitas. And of course, the musicians that come around and sing are so wonderful. I love them. And we went back down onto the Malecon just to walk around and see some more of the altars that they had set up and the dancing and merrymaking that everybody was into. Michael found a new friend with this burro. And we had to go into Andalays, of course, and have a mango margarita. They weren't very strong, which I'm happy for, and of course I shared it with Zane. And now we are at our last day and just taking some final pictures. And look what they brought us. They're so wonderful there at the Garza Blanca. And this is our drive back to the airport. I did not do any shopping at all. We just didn't go into any stores. We were kind of on the go. And then when we were relaxing, we were down, and our hotel didn't have things. They had bathing suits and waters and some other things like that, but we just didn't do any shopping. When we got back to the airport, after you go through security, you go through the duty-free shops, and I bought 2 things. Some vanilla, because I always buy my vanilla there in Mexico. It's really good. And some perfume. Because I was out. I love Yves Saint Laurent Paris. I've been wearing this since 79 or 80. And so I bought this. And you don't pay tax. That's the whole thing of duty free. We didn't pay any tax on this. So this was my big splurge. But other than that, we didn't go into one store, didn't buy one thing. And we just didn't have time to. It was, like I said, we were on the go or completely down, relaxing. So here we are at the airport. Time to catch our plane and leave and head home. And look who was so happy to see us. Leo, Sputnik, and Apollo. Margot was over on the sofa, so she didn't come say hi at this point. So I know this wasn't as adventurous in terms of discovering new things like our England video. Mexico is where we go to really decompress and relax, and we also spend time, Zane and I, kind of like a business meeting where we actually have an agenda about what we're going to be doing in the year coming. We make some plans about things coming up for us, decisions. We've pivoted on certain things in our lives based on the decisions we've made while they're in our little meetings. And so it's our place to unwind, decompress, plan for the future, like the next year, the next 1 to 3 years, and go forward from there. And that's really what we do down there. Like I said before at the beginning of this, I love truly the Mexican people. I always have. I grew up in Eastside San Jose, and my neighborhood was mostly Hispanic, mostly people from Mexico or their parents were from Mexico. And I loved the food. I knew who was making tortillas on what day because I would show up. And it was just, that's my home. That was my, in the 60s, that was my place of comfort. So when I'm down there and I know being at a resort isn't the same. I wasn't raised in any kind of resort type of, environment. But the people are good people. Again, I believe wherever you are, 99% of the people are awesome, wonderful, loving, wherever you are. So, anyway, I just wanted to share some of these pictures with you and show you some of the things we did and show you how it is that we unwind. But I'll tell you, it's good to be home. After spending 2 weeks, 15 days in England, coming home, doing 2 or 3 trips in between, some things we had to do and take care of, and then going to Mexico for 2 weeks, not quite 2 weeks. I'm just ready to be home and get back into my mode of managing here. So, and the cats and dog are happy for us to be home. That's, for us, the hardest part about traveling is missing our pets. And we have a house sitter and a pet sitter who takes care of everything, which is nice, but I miss them. So that's it. My entire Mexico trip. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was relaxing. And if you go to Mexico and you go to Puerto Vallarta, those are some places I recommend. Rhythm of the Nights, Joe Jack's Fish Shack, Casa Tradicional, walking the Malecon, the Ziplining, and things like that. We all need a little fun once in a while. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you for being here on my channel. I hope you found it relaxing. Make sure you're still subscribed. And let me know what you thought. Which thing was your favorite thing? I think mine was the monkeys. I loved those monkeys. I loved the monkeys. Okay, friends, I wish you well. I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.